long period. Taking a broader look at the country on the map, you can see that Liechtenstein is surrounded by Switzerland to the west, Germany to the north, Austria to the east, and Italy to the south. So in reality, it's just a few hours' drive away from some of Europe's most prestigious and magnificent countries, especially Zurich, Switzerland's jewel, and one of the world's top 3 most livable cities every year, is only a 1 hour and 40-minute drive away. If you ever feel bored in the country, a trip to Zurich is extremely easy and safe. Liechtenstein, although situated in Europe, is not a member of the European Union. However, much like Switzerland, Norway, and Iceland, it is part of the Schengen area. So if you have a Schengen visa, you can easily explore this country in just 1 day. Straightforwardly, friends, of course, apart from mountaineering and winter tourism, the government doesn't offer many tourist attractions. One of the most visited places in the country is Leonin Castle, where the country's prince resides. But here's an interesting quirk that makes traveling to this country from outside Europe is a bit tricky. Can you guess what it is? Drive might sound like a joke, but this country, my friends, does not have an airport. Yes, it's true. Liechtenstein is one of the few countries in the world without an airport. Due to this, if you want to visit this country from abroad, your only option is to travel by road. It doesn't have a coastline and it doesn't have an airport. Even the capital Vaduz, which can hardly be called a full-fledged city and resembles more of a town, doesn't require public transportation or car rental to explore Vaduz. Covering just 17 square kilometers with a population of 6,000, is a capital you can easily navigate on foot. In fact, you can tour the entire city by car in just an hour. It's also worth mentioning that German is the official language spoken in Liechtenstein, and they use the Swiss franc as their currency. Liechtenstein is considered today as the last surviving remnant of the Holy Roman Empire. However, just 70 years ago, this country wasn't as wealthy as it is today. The leaders of that time had to sell artifacts inherited from the Holy Roman Empire to save the country bankrupt. Now this tiny country is in competition with Monaco to become the world's richest, in a world where most countries struggle to reach a per capita $50,000. Liechtenstein boasts an incredible per capita of $170,000, according to international sources. What's even more remarkable is that despite this immense income, Country has not a single penny of external debt in this regard. Liechtenstein holds the distinction of being the only country in the world without external debt. Geographically, the country may be located in one of the world's safest regions. But there's an economic peculiarity here due to its small population. Liechtenstein isn't suitable for large-scale industrial production. Furthermore, the country lacks significant natural resources. 40,000 inhabitants require expertise and knowledge from outside its border. This shows that for a country to become wealthy, it doesn't necessarily need valuable resources like oil or natural gas, or geographic advantages like ports, ensuring security within the country and reinforcing it with sound economic policies can enable a nation to prosper, particularly through banking and finance. Now that we've taken a rough look at Liechtenstein's economic situation, let's explore some snapshots of life from different parts of the country. This is the capital. At first glance, you notice the well-developed buildings and roads in the city. Then something else grabs your attention as you walk. You realize that nothing changes. That's the silence, of course. Urban life in the country is so quiet that visitors to Liechtenstein often find themselves yearning for some noise. After a while, perhaps you appreciate the tranquility and being away from the hustle and bustle. However, you can be sure that it seems unusually quiet. The roads are freshly paved, but there are no cars on them. Offices line the streets on either side, making it feel more like a large office building with shops than a country. You do come across the occasional person in Liechtenstein, of course, but to talk to them you need to know German. Especially those over 50, who are not known for their fluency in English. People who are used to crowds, excitement, and vast stretches of land will probably get boring quickly in this country. Regarding the building, you'll also notice that you hardly come across large apartment buildings, akin to gated community houses, are generally 2- or 3-story detached homes, offering a peaceful